Welcome back to another episode of Gossip Break, the cherry on top of your day. I'm one of your hosts, Becky,
And I'm your other host, Bree.
and we've got a pop culture episode for y'all today. Because, baby, let me tell you something. Last night, when we were talking about topics, we had nada for y'all. Not even gonna
Nothing.
lie. Not we had one little like half-ass story. But
And then this
then,
morning,
oh my
the
gosh.
pop culture gods gave to us and tooketh from others. Karen.
Yeah, a la Karen Huger, aka the Grand Dame, aka Thomas Jefferson's concubine.
Please, not starting off already.
It's like not funny. It's not funny.
I know it's not funny, but we bring light to the bad
I d-
situations.
Yeah, like we're not here. Like you.
We're
Okay,
not here
well,
for the straight news, guys, okay? We're here to gossip.
yeah. So let's just dive right into it. So if you aren't chronically online like us, this morning, literally today, we're recording this on Thursday, dropping it on Friday, honey. So this is fresh news for y'all. Real Housewives star Karen Huger has been found guilty, y'all, on DUI, negligent driving charges.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Karen Huger, a star on Bravo's Real Housewives of Potomac, was found guilty Wednesday of 5 out of 6 charges, geez, stemming from a March car crash in Potomac, Maryland, including the lead charge of driving under the influence. Huger, 61, could face up to 2 years in jail. The jury convicted Huger of DUI, negligent driving, failure to control speed to avoid a collision, and failure to notify authorities of an address change. She was acquitted of reckless driving.
This is crazy because, especially with the season going out right now, and they're talking about this, and Karen has been so defensive and so making it a point that she's not guilty and going to trial for this, and then this comes out today. And
And
that body cam
I
footage.
was gonna
Oh
say
my
it's
God.
the you
Girlies, I'm
know,
going to link the body cam footage in the show notes. Pause this unless you're driving. Wait till you're safe. Pause
yeah,
this.
please.
Go look at the body cam footage. It's insane.
It's I have never because one thing the charges her being found guilty is one jolting shock, but it
Yeah.
is the hours, y'all, hours of body cam footage from her crashing a car, Ray coming to get her. Like I'm literally getting chills just thinking about it. Ray coming to get her, her getting in the passenger side of the police car,
That
wig
part kills me.
all the way to the back of her head, and her in the interrogation room, her getting booked, all the things. When I tell y'all she was plastered,
She was messed up, guys. I mean, a DUI is a DUI, right? But we were
yeah,
kind of thinking, or at least I was, that it wasn't that bad the way she was talking about it.
right.
But no, and it honestly, it's like you thought that maybe she would sober up being in such an intense situation. I feel like she was getting drunker as the videos were
Literally.
going on. Like I'm worried. She did not seem okay at all.
No, it was, I've seriously, like, again, it's still a DUI. It's not right. But I'm thinking, like, oh, maybe she lost control of the wheel and, like, realized what she did. Like, I
Mhm.
genuinely don't think like, she was not conscious.
No, she was like blackout drunk. I felt so bad for Ray. You could tell he was so nervous and trying to just get Karen to stop talking. And then
Yeah.
Karen, the way she was acting, she was not trying to she was just not answering the police officer. She was like, my husband can take care of it. And it's like, we're here for you.
Yeah. She was because my messy parents decide to pull up the body cam footage. My dad, in particular, decides to pull up the body cam footage on the big screen TV, and we're watching it together, like as a family. And the cop, and I didn't know, I had just been seeing the TikTok clips, like,
Mhm.
but then when I saw the clip of Ray and they flashed to the car, her Maserati was wrapped around that tree, y'all. Like
It was messed
seriously,
up.
she is lucky she did not kill someone or kill herself. It was so
Hmm.
bad. The cop is asking her, "Can I see your ID?" And she's saying no. She's telling him, "No, I didn't do this. I got ran off the road." He asks her which way she's coming from. She's pointing with two
Can't even tell.
fingers in two different directions. When I think of people getting a DUI, and then maybe this is me just being naive and like, little miss calling Uber, but I think when people have DUIs, they're like, like maybe you had like one drink too many. Again, doesn't make it okay, but you had
Hmm.
one drink too many. You swerved, accidentally lost control, hit something. No, she was like, I don't even get that blacked. Like, I seriously have never seen someone in real life like that fucked up.
It
Because
was a
that
level
was,
of incoherence that I don't think any of us were expecting. Like it was really, really messy. It was really bad. I mean, wig literally to the back of her head in the cop car talking about, I'm the grand dame. Yeah, Andy coined me that. And the police officer's like, who are you?
yeah, you don't know who I am. I'm the Grand Dame.
And she kept bringing that up. Like, you're going to be so mad when you figure out who I am. He doesn't care about that.
No, you're gonna be mad when you realize who you are and you wake up in a jail cell hung over tomorrow morning.
First of all, her being in the passenger side of the cop car kind of killed me
Please.
because why is she not in the back seat? Like,
No, like I don't think they trusted her in the back seat. Like he needed his eyes on her. Like seriously.
the Grand Dame does not sit in the back seat.
Like no, she probably requested it. Oh my gosh. It was really bad, y'all. And it made me sad because obviously you see what she's going through this season and then you see the tape, the body cam footage, and she's saying, I have, like, oh, are you married? And the guy says yes. And she's like, take care of your wife, make sure you love your wife. I've been married for however many years, 30 plus years, and I have no love at home. Like, my kids don't live at home. My husband doesn't love me. And so, like, that's obviously why she gets blackout drunk at
Yeah.
60 years old. Because baby, I can hardly recover after a girls' night
No, I'm
with
like,
that
seriously, like,
hangover.
I don't think I've ever been that drunk in my
That's
life.
what I'm
And then let
saying.
alone
Like,
drive. It's
and the hangover, the anxiety
the
was
anxiety, yes.
atrocious,
And also,
I'm
she said that
sure.
she was having drinks with friends earlier. So, what friend saw her and let her drive home like that? You guys are not real friends.
Yeah, I want to know who she was with. She's not going to tell us, but whoever that was, like, again, everyone needs to be accountable for their own actions. But I don't know. If you know your friend's going through a hard time and y'all are going for drinks, like, do you need me to, and she like has a drinking problem. This isn't like something
Yeah.
new. This is her second DUI charge.
That's why it's hard for me to give her grace right now because
Yeah.
second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she, I'm surprised she even tried to take this to trial. I mean, at the end of the day, the
I know.
lawyer's
I'm
going to get
so
money, but
confused.
I'm surprised the lawyer wasn't like, listen, this is not smart. After seeing this, because when I was thinking, she's going to trial, she must have some kind of case that it's not that bad. And then seeing this body cam footage, it's like, this is literally the worst case scenario
Mhm.
possible. I don't understand how she thought she was going to get away with it. And it's also, I think, just kind of jarring because on the show, even though, Karen kind of gets activated and whatever, it's never been to this, like, we've never seen this side of her. We know that she's had a
No.
drinking problem and people have said, like, oh, Karen drunk calls, whatever. We've never really seen that fully on camera. So just to kind of see her how she was, it was jarring because, oof,
It's scary. I can't, like, I can imagine being like Raven, her daughter, and
yeah.
like having to see, because I doubt Karen gets like that in front of her
Mm.
kids. So like to see your mom in such a vulnerable position and like you're also embarrassed, but you feel bad for her. It's just like it is really ugly, y'all. And she can
Yeah.
face up to 2 years in prison, which is so crazy to think about that. I'm hoping I hope she gets probation and or like does 30 days in jail. I truly don't understand why this went to trial with a jury.
Hmm. Yeah, and they were trying to it said that okay, yeah, Huger's defense presented two witnesses including her cousin who was on the show and he had said that he was on the phone with her while this happened. And The cousin testified that she was emotionally distressed but did not sound impaired when they spoke on the phone shortly before the crash. And he was kind of like the biggest, I guess, defense that she had. But I mean, once everybody saw the body cam footage, like I'm sure once the jury saw this, they're like, you're not
Yeah,
emotionally distressed. I mean, she's slurring her words. She can't talk. She's talking about nonsense, talking about how she's Thomas Jefferson's concubine. I mean, she
bro.
was not in her right state of mind. And I'm just interested to see. I mean, I know this is her second one, but I don't really hear of people going to jail for DUIs, especially if they haven't, like,
Yeah.
she didn't hurt anybody else. But at the same time, I could almost see them being like, we need to make an example out of her.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's yikes, yikes, yikes.
I just don't understand. Like, I don't know what attorney would have let her go to trial. Like, even if you did have a defense, you saw the body. Like, no one's gonna say, like, even if you were emotionally distressed, and if even if the jury did believe that your cousin didn't believe that you were as intoxicated as you were, once you see the footage, it's like there's no going back. No one has
Yeah.
ever, even us as the audience and Potomac lovers and little lovers of the Grand Dame ourselves, like we're never gonna be able to look at this the same. I don't know. I hope she doesn't get sent. Like, I don't think she's gonna get the 2 years. I'm sure they're gonna like plead out, or well, no, because they found her guilty, so she can't plead out.
And people are saying, like I saw some people in the comments saying how, why didn't Shannon Bedore get this kind of treatment or potential jail sentencing? She like ran into a house and could have got people killed, but didn't she like take the plea or plea guilty or however you say it? Like she wasn't like, I'm not going to trial. Like I know I fucked up.
Yeah, she probably, let me see actually.
And then also, this is Karen's second offense, so I just feel like it's unfair to compare the two. DUIs are bad regardless, but I just feel like people bringing Shannon into this is kind of not, it's kind of irrelevant,
Yeah.
especially when we're talking about two-time offense. Like, what are we doing? I just, it's obviously, like it's a housewife, and there's a lot of people who are still being like, oh, I could love her. I love her no matter what, whatever. Not me. I
Yeah.
mean, I like her as a housewife, but I lost a lot of respect for her because seeing how
Yeah.
messed up she was, she could have easily killed someone
Oh,
or herself.
easily.
And I'm just
When I
sure all the
saw that
people,
car,
hmm
bro, I got chills because I was like, this is a fatality. Like, this is
yeah.
something that would cause a fatality,
And they
seriously.
always say, the people who are drunk drivers, when they crash, they're usually the ones who are fine and walk away
Yeah.
with like nothing. And I don't know if maybe it's the adrenaline. I don't know what it is.
I think it's like your muscles are so loose. Your body's
Yeah.
basically jello at
hmm
that point. But a normal sober person, like our
Yeah.
bodies don't.
It's sad because the
Yeah.
sober people are always the ones who end up passing away in the
Yeah.
crashes. And it's just so unfair. And I was seeing some comments like on, Queens of Bravo and all those Bravo pages. And there was people commenting saying, I can't believe you people are defending her right now when I've lost like a brother to drunk driving. I've lost a mother. I've lost my best friend. And it's like when you hear those stories, it really snaps you back into reality of how bad this is and how badly it could have
Yeah.
gone. And it's like we shouldn't be giving her grace just because she's a housewife. Like
Yeah.
this is fucked up.
Yeah. This is really, really bad. And I think the only, like, I don't know. I don't think Andy's gonna fire her because
hmm
it's a
I
good
mean, they just, yeah,
story.
Giselle's like, yay, we just secured another season.
Yeah, no, literally, she's like, perfect. Hey, have a good day. Because like you let Teresa come back. Teresa was very
Mhm.
much guilty. She
Yeah.
was guilty. She was frauding people. Jen Shaw, very much guilty. They're definitely letting her back on the show. It's
hmm
just like I think the only way Karen can play this is just being like, I needed a wake up call. She's like gonna have
Yeah.
to go to rehab and she's gonna have to spin this into like, I'm really sorry to anyone who've hurt, anyone who's ever lost a loved one to a DUI. I have no excuse. But then watching the season where she's like deflect, deflect, deflect. But that's why you get so drunk, is
Yeah.
because you don't like, you aren't honest with yourself. You aren't
Yes.
vulnerable and you bottle all that stuff in. It's gonna come out. Like, you're gonna have some sort of vice that makes it come out, whether it's
That's
You
such a
know?
good point. She doesn't know how to express herself and it just bottles up.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's why you get so messed up is because you don't tell
Hmm.
people the truth of how you're really feeling. Like, of course
Yep.
you drink. Like that's like so, like I just can't believe how drunk she was, y'all. Like
You guys have
seriously.
to see this footage. I mean, it is insane behavior. I saw this tweet that said that they were kind of worried if Karen does get jail time because they were saying the other housewives who have faced jail time, like I wasn't worried about Teresa in jail. I knew she could stand on her own. I'm not worried about Jen Shaw either. Like I know she could handle it, but Miss Karen Huger, the Grand Dame, she's not going to be able to last 6 hours in there.
No, she's not. That's why I think if she does get sentenced, they're gonna put her in those very like minimum security because she's not like a threat or a date.
Hmm.
Like she's not like violent. Because even in the thing, she was like, "Thank you, please." My mom's like, "At least she's polite." I'm like, she doesn't know where she is right now.
No, not at
Like
all. And you could
she,
tell she was a little bit hurt as well because I think
yeah,
in the when they were driving to the police station and she was in the front seat, she kept asking the cop like, "Can I have a tissue? There's blood in my nose." And she has her hands behind, in cuffs, so she can't do anything. And he kept saying, "I don't have a tissue in my car. Sorry, you're just gonna have to wait till we get to the station." And she just kept asking over and over, "I need a tissue. There's blood in my nose." So
also, who released that body cam footage to the public?
it changed everything. And it's just gonna change the way that this season plays out because I was kind of giving her the benefit of the doubt that maybe
Yeah,
it wasn't that bad. Maybe there's a slight chance she's not guilty just because of the way she was deflecting and talking. She's so animate
yeah,
about not being that way. And then you see this body cam footage and it totally throws away like everything you thought before. So now going into this season, it's going to be interesting watching it and being
yeah.
how she deflects. Because I know her and Wendy get into it apparently from the
I
mid trailer.
know.
It seems like, it's because Wendy's not okay with this. And now seeing this body cam footage, yeah, I would not be okay with it
Yeah, I'd be
either.
really concerned as a friend as well.
Yeah.
Um,
I just need her to take accountability, like you said. I think that's the what people are having the hardest time with Karen is that she's always deflecting. She can never take accountability. And I think honestly, her ego is what got her into this because if her ego
yeah,
wasn't so big, she probably would have just taken the plea in the first place. But it's like she
yeah.
thought she could get away with this somehow is
Yeah,
crazy.
and I don't know what lawyer, and again, a lawyer can only do what you ask them to, but I don't know
Yeah.
what good lawyer. I don't know, because like it'd be one thing if you didn't have kids, but like you have kids, like adult children, you're getting older, Ray's getting older.
I know. That's
It's
why I felt
just,
bad for Ray. You could tell he was just so distressed being on the scene
yes.
there because, you see the car, you're probably thinking, my wife could have died. And
Yeah,
it was because of her fault, entirely her fault.
yeah.
There was a picture and there was like a Stella Artois bottle in the back of the
Mm.
car too. So the
That
fact that
drunk off beers?
she must have had I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, whew,
Wow.
I am praying for her family because if I was
Yeah.
Raven, I would be mortified.
I'd be sick to my stomach.
Hmm.
Right? But a week before Christmas,
Yeah.
this could be our last Christmas for like, oh my, it's just a pile. It's a lot, y'all. Seriously, like,
I pray she gets help and she
yeah,
takes
she needs help.
accountability because if she's going to continue with this deflecting and acting like it's not that big of a deal, then I just can't get behind it.
Yeah, it's just so for Shannon, she was sentenced 3 years of probation and 40 hours of community service. She's also required to complete a 9-month alcohol program and pay restitution for the house damage, which
Okay,
she
that's
had
fair.
already done. They Shannon pleaded no contest this morning to driving under the influence. Yeah, she was like, "I'll take whatever y'all give me." So they were like,
Mhm.
"Okay, here's however many years of probation, whatever. This is your, I believe her first offense." But Karen, it's like you took it to trial.
That's why I'm worried they might try to make an example out of her because I don't know. I could just see them being like, you wasted our time.
Yeah,
You,
you
and
wasted.
now we're going to make an example out of you.
Yeah, just like same thing happened with the Chrisleys. Like they wanted to say not guilty. Y'all should have just said y'all were guilty and gotten some community service hours,
Yep.
had to pay some back taxes, whatever. But no, y'all were egos were so big, you thought you were invincible.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, this is like not. I'm not trying to be funny, but do you think like Trump will pardon her?
Please. No, because I saw somebody comment, please, Biden's last pardon before he leaves.
Someone get the Grand Dame out of there.
If she is willing to take accountability and change her ways, then I pray this is the last time this ever happens. She
Yeah.
goes on probation, she gets sober, and she makes changes. But yeah, damn, girl. That was rough to watch. As a freaking Karen Huger stan, that was rough to watch this morning.
Yeah, that was very rude awakening last night and this morning. Well,
Well, let's talk about more
first,
reality TV girlies
yeah.
that are doing good
So,
things.
yeah, Variety dropped their list of the 30 most powerful women on reality TV in 2024. It's honestly giving Bravo, Bravo,
Bravo
Bravo,
dominated.
fucking Bravo. Do you want to read some of these names off?
Yeah, let's go through some of like the notable people. So the first one on the list is Gertie from Real Housewives of Miami, which was very deserved. And it said that
Yeah.
throughout season 6 of the show that she faced the unimaginable, having been diagnosed with breast cancer, and it would have been such an easy excuse to quit the show, but she persisted with grace and elevating the season to greatness. I was like, I'm glad they gave her that.
Yeah. She deserves.
Yes. Then we have Lisa Barlow, which um is interesting out of the Salt Lake City cast.
Really? I feel like, yeah, I feel like it makes sense.
I mean, it does, but I guess I don't know. I feel like all of them are kind of stars right now.
Yeah,
So
they
it's like
are.
I wonder what made them pick Lisa out of all of them. Not that she's, whatever, but
Yeah. Anyone except Heather Gay, honestly.
exactly. Like I
Anyone but
wonder if it
her.
was gonna be Mary because she did a
Yeah. I
lot
think
this
she's on
year.
here.
Is she? I
I
didn't
thought
see
so.
her.
I thought I saw something.
Okay, maybe she is. So yeah, then we have Lisa, and then we have Shannon Bedore, Real Houses of Orange County, which I think is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Then we have Garcelle from Beverly Hills, which we love that. And it said that how she used her Bravo platform to establish a partnership with Lifetime as a producer and actor, which,
Yeah.
yes, deserved. She
Yeah.
used that Housewives check to elevate herself into what she wanted to do. Then we have Giselle Bryan from Potomac. It says after an off year, Potomac is back, baby, and Bryant understood her part of the assignment. So kudos to her for bringing Potomac back. We have Trishelle from The Traitors, which she's the, well, spoiler. Hopefully you watch Traitors this
I
season
know. I
one.
was like, well, damn. That's
Um, we have Brittany Cartwright from The Valley and Bravo, which does, I guess, make sense after breaking up with toxic ass Jax finally. Dolores Catania from Jersey, which is like
interesting.
so random, but I guess it's I don't know. She was on Traders, and it basically said like out of even though New Jersey is in shambles, she's pretty much the only one who's normal. So I agree with
Yeah.
that. Julia Fox.
Julia Fox, her dating Kanye for what, like 3 weeks? Seriously, she turned that into,
Yeah.
she did that.
She did that thing.
Because
Out of
not a
all the
lot of
ones he was
people,
dating, she did what she
yeah,
needed to do.
not a lot of girlies come up that fast and that gracefully with dating someone crazy.
Especially someone like Kanye. Yeah.
Yeah.
So prominent and big that he could easily overshadow her, and she
Yeah.
has somehow come out of it without totally being attached to him. Whereas, let's say Bianca Censori and him divorce, break up, whatever they are, people are always just going to be thinking of her as the crazy one who was dressing crazy ways with Kanye. Whereas
Yeah.
Julia kind of has her own thing, even though she's a little crazy, she still has her own
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna skip a few, but we have Marissa George from Love is Blind Netflix. And I thought this was good. It was just saying how she was so vulnerable and open and honest, talking about her military history and the feelings around birth control and being heartbroken on TV. So she deserved, because
She
if somebody
deserves.
saw me that heartbroken on TV like that, oh my God. Sammy from Jersey Shore, which I guess, yeah, coming back face to face with Ronnie for the first
Yeah.
time, her abuser. Yeah, we can give that to her.
Yeah.
Um, skipping. Lindsay
Yeah.
Hubbard, Summer House, Bravo, which she definitely, yeah, this was her year. Breaking up
Yeah.
with her toxic ex, getting a new man, getting pregnant when she's always wanted. So happy for her. And Ariana Madix, why is she so low on this list? She should have been number
I know.
one. Vanderpump Rules, Love Island, and Broadway, doing all the
The
things.
Thanksgiving Day parade. She is Peacock's sweetheart. Like
Yes, she totally
seriously.
is. And then Phaedra Parks was a good one. Traders, Married to Medicine, Dancing with the Stars. She had a good year in reality
Real
TV.
Housewives of Atlanta now. Like she is
Yeah,
booked and
she
busy.
deserves. She should have been top of this list.
Seriously.
And then I love this one, Taylor Frankie Paul from The Secret
Lee.
Lives of the Mormon Wives, which she deserved too, because out of all the ones on there, she truly opened up about a lot. So good to see her on there. And she's so messy. I just love how she's so unapologetically messy. She does not give a single
Yeah.
fuck. We have Kenzie Petty from Survivor. I did not watch Survivor, but I knew that just from Big Brother Twitter being intertwined with Survivor, she's kind of big in
Yeah.
that world. So I guess kudos to her. And then I don't know. The other ones are like whatever.
Rochelle from Selling Sunset. I was like, I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know how producers pick the main character or like the
Yeah.
center, like the anchor, because Chriselle is not the star of Selling Sunset. Like, I guess she kind of opens the show because she's like the new girl in town,
Mhm.
but it didn't have to be centered around her. But she did go through a lot over the seasons. But as far as 2024, I'm like, she wasn't
She wasn't 2024 reality star, but maybe
in.
past years.
Yeah, maybe a couple years ago when she got divorced and then started dating a non-binary person. Yeah, sure. But like now this last season, I'm like she doesn't give a fuck, which obviously she
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
She really shouldn't. But yeah, that was an interesting pick. Same thing with who was it that I was like, "What?" Rita Ora.
Oh yeah, I was like, skip. Why are we talking about Rita Ora in 2024?
From the Masked Singer. I swear she's an industry plant because she's
A
like
hundred percent.
everywhere, but like I don't know anybody in real life or on the internet that actually talks about her.
I don't think she has a single stand, but she's everywhere.
She's everywhere.
You know what? She's kind of an icon for that.
Like we're such haters, but then it's like, wait, why do I hate her? Because she's breaking through the mold and doesn't deserve it. And that is a talent.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, fine. We'll give her little kudos. And then we have some Bachelorette people on here. We have Jen Tran, which I thought was a good one. She was on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and Dancing with the Stars. And it just came out, I think today or yesterday, that she is officially dating her Dancing with the Stars partner. So that's sweet after all the heartbreak she went through and that craziness. I'm glad she has her little
Yeah.
happy ending. And then also Joan Vassos, who was the Golden Bachelorette. So I didn't watch the Golden Bachelorette, but I know the people who did really, really liked her. So happy for these women.
Yeah. I was also surprised about Dr. Simone from Married to Medicine because like of
Mhm.
2024, I don't think so. But
Who
in
would you have picked on Married to Medicine for 2024?
probably Dr. Jackie, which is the one that everybody knows and all the celebrities go to, and was at the White House and has talked about like the black maternal mortality rate. Either her or like Quad because they literally bullied her off the show. Literally brought her ex-husband and his new girl on the show.
What? I
Yeah.
hate when Bravo does that.
I know. I know.
You know what
And
that just
she
made me think of though is that it should have been Wendy from Potomac over Giselle because she was at the White House too. She did a lot this year.
Yeah, I'm confused how yeah, now that I don't see Mary on here, I thought I saw something on Instagram where Mary was on the list, but it's like Lisa Barlow. I, I don't like, yeah, iconicness, like, the lines. Like I just saw
Mhm.
she actually has a partnership with Kara Stoss and
Okay, that's
Wendy.
iconic.
Like it's iconic, but I don't know.
For this year, I thought it would have been either Angie or Mary or Bronwyn.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just a little interesting, I think. But again, anyone but Heather Gay. Like I know Heather
Exactly. Or
Honestly,
Whitney.
yeah, I didn't watch Beverly Hills during this time, but Teddy Mellencamp and Heather give me like the same vibe
Ooh, that's a good comparison.
based on what people have said about Teddy and have been
Teddy is
saying about
so
him.
annoying.
Yeah, like you guys are just annoying, thirsty, just do anything, have a problem with any and everything. Like, oh my, like who invited you here?
Yeah, exactly.
Who invited you here?
Who do
Because
you know here?
yeah, because none of us really like you like that.
Please. I guess Teddy had Kyle, and that's the only reason why she even lasted as long as she did and even has relevance to be named in this season. But Heather, it's time for Heather to go.
It's time for Heather to do so. I need someone to drag Heather for filth. And it seems like Bronwyn's been kind of doing it because it was my goddamn credit card. Because like, yeah, someone needs to get Heather together.
All the
Specifically,
way together.
yeah, specifically Angie K.
Would love to see it. We can't
So
wait to watch that reunion.
same. So I guess those are that's not our list of most powerful.
Yeah,
Those
we would have added Mary and
Mary.
we would have added Wendy. Who else would we have added? I'm trying to think of some shows that I watched this year. I mean, I
Of
guess it was a
2024.
pretty good roundup.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was just some people I was like, this is an interesting choice. I would have picked somebody
Yeah.
else, but okay.
Sure, Jan.
Yeah, literally. Well, shall we discuss our favorite topic as of
Please.
late?
I know
Wicked
we've
Part
said for the
2.
past 4 weeks, like this is our last time talking about it. But they keep coming out with stuff. Like we have to update the girls.
I'm done saying this is our last time talking about it. Wicked is so prevalent in the media. If you don't want to hear about it, I'm sorry, but like skip. We have timestamps for a reason. We're talking about Wicked. I'm sorry. So, Wicked Part 2 gets a new title, Wicked for Good, and it's going to be released in November 2025. So it says Wicked Part 2 is getting an upgraded title change following the success of the film's release. The second installment of the John M. Chu directed blockbuster will now be known as Wicked for Good. The Universal Pictures film will still arrive on its previously announced date of Friday, November 21st, 2025. And Ariana and Cynthia did a little joint Instagram post to announce it. So I know they're excited.
I know. I wonder how much money they're getting. Like they're gonna like I swear they're gonna be billionaires off of this movie.
Yeah, 100%. This movie I think has made the most of any Broadway adaptation ever. I think I saw something like 380 million
It's
and this
like
is
gonna
at
be the
only a month
most,
in.
yeah, the most money making movie ever of all time.
Yeah, it's definitely looking that way. And then I remember I was wondering if they had filmed everything together because they had just been, it seemed like they were in Oz forever, like years and years. And I think, where is it in the story? But the director did confirm that they pretty much already filmed everything. He said that there was too much story for one movie and that they thought it would be doing damage to Wicked if they had it all in one. So that was the decision to split it up. So hopefully, I feel like sometimes people split up stuff and it doesn't need to be, but again, like I didn't see the Broadway, so it could be
Hmm.
split up and I don't know. Your fa-
Although Wicked for Good has already been filmed, Chu
there it is.
recently told Variety that Dorothy may appear in the sequel. I told y'all.
It should be interesting to see how they do that. I'm excited.
Wow. Yeah, that should be. I will be crying again. We have another year to see it. Hopefully, Wicked will be a big
Please.
sponsor of Gossip Break. Inshallah.
Ariana, we love you.
Ariana,
Cynthia.
if you can hear me, Cynthia. Also, the actors on actors, speaking of like variety stuff, the actors on
Yeah.
actors, whoever picks who like interviews who seriously needs
Needs a
a
raise.
raise. They picked the perfect pairing, like Cynthia
Cynthia and
and
Angelina Jolie. Perfection.
perfect misunderstood characters, like queen of misunderstood characters, both of
Yes.
them queens of being misunderstood themselves.
Powerful, bold women.
Yes, just like true artists. And
Yeah.
Ariana and Paul Mescal.
The chemistry? I was
I
kind of
I
like, are you sure you don't want to leave Bach?
no, me and Bach, like, oh my
I
gosh.
mean, we've already done enough to get to this point. You can do another. Stop. This is so horrible.
I know, like you might as well. My mom was like, "Is she really with that little redhead?" I was like, "Yes, in real life."
It was so funny because I went to see the movie with my mom, grandma, and my little cousin, and he's 10. I think he's 10. Yeah, he's 10. And he doesn't know Jonathan Bailey is gay. He doesn't know
Yeah.
like any of the background of this stuff.
Yeah.
And he was telling us after the movie, we were having our debrief in the car, what we thought. And he was just like, Ariana's so pretty. I hope she's with the Fiero because they just look so good together. And I was like, oh no, honey. I was like, well, actually, she's not with him. She's with
She's with,
Fox. And he was
yeah.
pissed. He was like, what do you mean she's with the Munchkin? There's no way. She's too pretty for him.
Yeah, she's with the SpongeBob Munchkin, and he's gonna hate part two because they're not even together in the movie. So,
Yeah, he's going to be mad.
yeah.
But I thought it was so funny. I was like, not you having a little crush on Miss Ariana.
Of course, a generational crush.
But speaking of Ariana and kind of going into this, because we were talking about how this is probably going to be like, one of the most expensive or most, I don't know, what am I trying to say?
I tried to find the word too,
Like the
but
highest, I don't know, the best words.
like most money made in a
Yeah, in a
movie. But I'm
movie.
like, that's not gracefully
No, not
done.
gracefully done as well for podcasters. Listen, they made a lot of money off this movie, okay, is what I'm trying to say. So, people, Ariana's fans, have been wondering if she's going to tour anytime soon because she did release Eternal Sunshine when all this wicked stuff was going on. And there was a rumor that she would be planning to tour in 2025, but her label came out with a statement that said there are no plans for a tour next year, but Ariana remains deeply appreciative of her fans. And then Ariana said to Variety that I feel so grateful to the acting, and I think my fans know that music and being on stage will always be a part of my life, but I don't see it coming anytime soon. I think the next few years, hopefully, we'll be exploring different forms of art, and I think acting is feeling like home right now. That
I
girl is
love
not
that.
going back on tour. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's not going back on tour. I'm glad I saw her in her peak Sweetener Thank You Next concert tour because she's not coming back.
There's no, she's like, I can make the same amount of money in other ways and not be as
Exhausted going
physically
city to
exhausted.
city,
Yeah.
working on stage.
And keep my personal life personal and like, yeah.
Hmm. And I think she realized as well that, or I think other people realize as well that she is actually a formidable actor. Like she was
Yeah.
really great and Wicked, and she's not just a pop star. And I'm excited for her to explore different avenues because this is a big budget movie. Like this wasn't no little Nickelodeon Victorious
No.
side character acting. I think she's
Highest
gonna win Golden
grossing,
Globes. There we go.
grossing earnings. We're not money people here. We're spenders, okay?
Please, we're just gossipers.
But the highest is Avatar at 2.9 billion.
Holy crap.
Am I that's a billion. Yeah, that's a billion.
It's like, is that a B or an M?
Yeah, I'm like, is that enough commas? Yeah. Avatar, Avengers, all the avatars, Star Wars,
That
you
makes
know.
sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, the fact that it's already made like 300, I think it was 384 million I saw, and it's only been out for a month.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I am excited to see what Ariana does more. And I'm excited to see if her and Cynthia are going to get these awards. Because, I mean, seeing the other people that were nominated for Golden Globes, yeah, they
Yeah.
deserve it. And
Yeah.
I mean, they are up against some good people. I don't know if it's Ariana or Cynthia, but one of them is up against Zendaya in Challengers and Demi Moore in The Substance, which is I want to watch that. Like I'm not like a
Me
big
too.
horror person, but it looks good.
Yeah, it does look good.
But yeah, they're like up against some pretty big people, but I just think that not only was Wicked the movie of the year, if you watch Wicked, you cannot say that they did not act their ass off. Like Ariana was so magnetic on screen. I literally couldn't take my eyes off her. She was so funny, so good. Cynthia was incredible as Elphaba. I just don't see how they don't win.
Yeah, there's no way that if they don't win, it's a snub. Like it
Yeah.
was an inside job. Someone is no, because there's no way. And I mean, it should be a sweep every category
Hmm.
that they're in. Because even when they posted their for your consideration party, it the thing says because normally it says for your consideration for best album or best soundtrack or best supporting actress, best lead actress. It says for every category on the thing. It says every single category that we could possibly fit in, you need to consider us.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
We
you're
are all
damn right.
they're covering that list.
Yeah, it should be a sweep at every award show. Seriously.
Yeah. And it would be really cool if I guess like speaking of Ariana in this sense, if she did get the Oscar and Golden
Hmm.
Globes, just to kind of show people that she is not just a pop star, because I saw somebody say that they think she kind of took it hard that she wasn't nominated for any Grammys with positions. And she was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna step back and move on to bigger things. And she clearly has.
Yeah, that's what Rihanna did. She said, "You guys won't play with
Hmm.
me because Auntie, one of the greatest albums ever, don't think it got
Yes.
nominated for anything, wasn't commercial success. She was like, okay, I'm gonna go become a billionaire and playing with makeup, and did.
Because yeah, I'll make more money just doing what I want. You guys
Yeah,
aren't gonna recognize me, fine. I'll go make some makeup,
yeah.
Fenty Beauties.
And
That's
if
the
Cynthia
best
wins
lip
an
gloss.
Oscar, yeah, if Cynthia wins an Oscar, she'll be an EGOT, and she deserves.
Deserves, deserves. Just oh, I always think about there's just so much to think about Wicked. I saw a post today talking about how they decided to have the micro braids for Elphaba and just like all the little details,
The
like how they wanted it to
details.
still feel connected to a black woman, but they still wanted it to look like the original Elphaba. And they killed it with the hair. It looked perfect. I
The
loved her micro braids.
it was so good. It was so realistic. I like the fact that it was a front, like it was a wig was amazing because even now, seriously, guys, I'm not trying to be messy. Like, I'm really, really not. But I want to know what's going on with Nicole Kidman and her wigs. Because
Question.
as of
I'm
lately, I
about to
don't
go
know
look
if
some up.
y'all have noticed, but every show, every movie, she's kind of had a resurgence, right? Since
Yeah.
Big Little, is that what it is? Big Little Lies, yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't remember it being that bad on that show or it being that bad before, but recently with the whole baby girl stuff, I'm like, something is
Not right.
something. And I'm saying, like, it's Nicole Kidman. You
Yeah.
should have access to the best of the best of the best wigs. I
Hmm.
like, I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
it's kind of confusing when stuff
confused.
like that happens, when it's like there's such a big actor, actress, whatever, and things just don't look right.
Yeah, like their makeup or
You
their
have all the
hair, their
resources.
outfits. It's just I can pull a better outfit together going to TJ Maxx. That's more flattering. I'm confused why you look like that on the red carpet or at the Met Gala.
Yeah. That just made me think of something else of Selena Gomez and her Golden Globe nominations for Amelia Perez, and then hearing how she sounds speaking Spanish. You are so prominent. Why did we not get a dialect coach?
Yeah.
What are we doing? And this is coming from a Yo no Sabo kid. Literally had to send this to my mom. I was like, "Mom, do I sound like this?" And she was like, "No, not at all." I was like, "Thank God! Like you, what are you doing?"
I was thoroughly confused because then you think about Austin Butler. He Elvis came out years ago and he's still talking like Elvis.
Oh my God, is he going to be talking like that for American Psycho still?
Why is he American Psycho?
Why are they redoing it?
I know, just leave it's perfect the way it is. What's with all these reboots? Like
Can we say that?
Mufasa,
And then, like,
who
we just talked about Wicked for how long?
I know. Except for, and that's why Wicked is so spectacular because they did it and they did it perfectly. Then
Yes.
you have Mufasa. No one asked for the Mufasa backstory.
I feel like Lion King is one of those, it's Disney, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pixar. Yeah, I just feel like it's one of those Disney movies where it's like, we're always going to make money off Lion King. You know, like Lion King's
Yeah.
always going to eat. So
Crystal's husband is still making money. Isn't that crazy to think
I'm kind
about?
of sad that they don't have her on. Like, I don't care what people said. I liked Crystal.
I know. I
Sorry.
think she would have done well with Dorit
Yeah, I liked
crashing out on
her.
everyone.
She probably would have just been giggling in the back. Like, I was
Yeah.
Crystal. She would just be, she would clock in when she needed to, and then she would just be sitting there giggling.
Yeah.
I love that. Our last story.
Y'all,
Like you say.
I am obsessed with this last story. Okay, I'm just gonna read the headline and then we can yap about it. Chloe Bailey and Burna Boy looking cozy while holding hands after an outing in Nigeria.
I didn't realize they were in Nigeria.
Yes, so there's this thing that I've learned recently that it's like all the like American Nigerian kids, the ones that live here, they always go back home for December and they have like all the parties. And so it's called like Detty December, like Detty December. I just learned about this like last year because I don't know why. Cause I'm like, damn, why is everyone in night like seriously, everyone who's from there go, even obviously the people that aren't from there go to Nigeria in December. And I'm like, what is this? And apparently there's also, we're getting real cultural today, y'all. There's also like it's called IJGB girls, and they call them that because it's like I just got back girls. So it's
Oh.
like I just got back to my city. So it's a whole thing about being in Nigeria during December, partying it up in Lagos. Like it's a whole thing. So when I saw my fellow African American sister, my fellow Black American princess, partying it up with the African giant, I
Chef's kiss.
chef's kiss because she got a little weird for a second. We all remember that lollipop video. That was like a little
Oh my God, you just
strange.
reminded me. No.
It was a little
God.
strange. We get you were trying to break away from the long jean skirt allegations. I
The
get
cutesy
it.
sister innocent vibe. You
Yeah,
wanted to
you were trying to show the people booty so big, Lord have mercy.
She had her Miley Cyrus moment.
She did. That's literally what it was. Like she was trying to separate herself from the kids bop of it all, which is also kind of what Sabrina Carpenter is doing, I think, right now too. And it's a rite of passage for kids stars. And first she was with Gunna, and I was like, oh, okay, like I'm
Mm.
not sold on it. But
Yeah.
her and those pictures, y'all.
No, they looked good together walking out the club like that. I was like, okay, Miss
Oh,
Coral.
like
It
I'm
just makes
being
sense when you see them.
yes, they look perfect together. And even
They
though
look
I
really good together.
know like it's to serve some drama, it's the fact that she's in Nigeria in December. It's just like at least you're authentic to the culture, you know. I think it's perfect. I hope, maybe they'll come out with like a little song or something. I don't know. I'm
Oh,
rooting for
I
them.
need it.
I know him putting the chain on her. Please. Oh my gosh.
I need her sister to follow suit.
Oh
And
my
I
god.
just I had to sigh because I just remembered
Yeah,
that.
and then you're like, "Oh, yeah."
It's kind of crazy how fast that all turned for her. Like I remember just watching The Little Mermaid and thinking this is so insane how big she's getting, the pinnacle of her success, and DDG took that.
DDG, the streamer, I would have felt better with Kai Cenat.
No,
Serious.
oh my God. I mean, I guess at least he's more relevant.
Yeah, at least he's really funny because Chloe and Halle are funny. I don't know if you ever saw clips of their lives during COVID, but those
No.
they would get questions and they were so like you could just it was such sisterly
Yeah.
energy giggling at these questions. Like they had their little inside jokes. I would just get clips and they were so funny and to see their career happened so because it was kind of like for our generation, or at least like girls my age. I knew who Chloe and Halle were from middle school and high school because I would see their
Mhm.
singing YouTube videos, and then for them to come out as a group and get nominated for Grammys, and then she's a Little Mermaid all in 2 to 3 years is really crazy, and then for her to just have this baby with DDG, thank God little baby Halo looks like his mommy,
Exactly like his mom.
but like twins. Like I don't even think
Stole her
DDG
whole
is
face.
there, but yeah. But whatever. I mean, maybe she'll have a comeback too. Maybe when Halo's a little bit older, she'll be stepping
She'll
out with
pop out
somebody
again.
too. Because Chloe, I'm like, yes, she's me. We are in our mid 20s. You got a little money to spend. You're equally yoked. You're in your career. You're confident. You're sexy. She's just having fun getting flew out on a private jet to Lagos and being a little doll the whole time. She's getting treated like a doll.
I feel like she's finding herself now
Yes.
because she's kind of gotten a because she I feel like was almost being overly sexual to get away from the kids stuff and
Yes.
it just didn't feel
Yes.
authentic. But now I'm feeling like she's getting back into her own again. So Ungodly Hour, the album with her and Hallie, that album slaps.
It's so good.
It's so good. I still listen to it. It's so good. Well, happy for her.
Happy for my sis. Those
Praying
pictures.
for Hallie.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I have to say. Praying for Hallie.
I hope she pops out with her Little Mermaid co-star. And
Something. Yeah.
I
Something.
just want them to be together to piss off DDG, like, because he was so worried about them.
Ugh. Oh my gosh. I forgot about all the tweets and stuff
That would, yeah.
that
That's
he
what
would
pissed me
make.
off. Like, he is
Yeah.
such a narcissist. He was trying to take her shine. It was the most famous she ever was at that point, and he couldn't let her have it. Yuck.
Yuck. Well, Chloe, I'm rooting for you and Burna because y'all, I wonder how old he is. Let me see. Because there has to be a big age gap there.
I hope this doesn't change my mind about
I
them.
know. I hope I don't get scared. Okay, he's 33.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, that's not completely
It's not
inappropriate.
trifling.
Yeah. And she's 26. Yeah, we're the same age. Sister,
Oh my gosh, you
1998
guys really
baby.
are little sisters.
Yes. Yeah, she's 26, he's 33. Yeah,
Okay.
that tracks for me. So,
Your soul
um,
sister.
no, see, no, when I'm telling you, two separate people sent me those pictures at the same time. One with him standing up in the chair and her looking up at him. I was getting flashbacks. I was like, is this play about me? It's too good, y'all. And they just look so good and I like their outfits. It's just
We're manifesting this for Becky in 2025. A
please,
Burna
I
Boy.
will, yeah,
Fly her
literally
out to
with
Nigeria.
him. Sorry, Chloe, but
I'm taking
I
your man.
I want my like too. Like I will be in Nigeria next December partying it up with Burna.
Please. Have you seen those trends where it's like, I don't know if it's just like books, but I've been seeing books where it was like, if I was friends with like this person from this book, like she would not want to be my friend because I would take her man.
Oh, so easily. Don't
Like, I
don't
don't know if
bring
you guys
me,
ever read Fourth Wing, but it was about that. Like, Violet does not want to see me because I would be stealing Zayden so fast. It's literally you and Chloe. Like, you don't want to be
yeah,
my friend.
Chloe, we're friends until Burna's in the room. I'm sorry. I'm not even like that at all. I'm like, maybe someone else, but yeah,
For the one.
for him, yeah. Yeah.
There's always somebody you'll act up for.
Yeah. And
Burna
I
Boy's
just
Becky's.
love his energy because let me tell you something, y'all. I went to his concert in 2023.
It's all making sense now.
Best concert I've ever been to. And you can ask my friends in college. I was not, into Afro beats, Afro pop, Afro rave. Something about one living in Dallas has changed me. But two, that concert, best production I've ever seen at a concert. Every song, I only knew
Mm.
two songs, which are like his most popular ones, like Last
Mhm.
Last and like maybe another one or two. I don't understand what he's even saying. Still the best concert I've been to because the energy, the people, the dancers, the production. Wow. Chef's
That's
kiss.
how you know it's an artist.
Yeah, he's a real artist and he cares about his craft and I love a passionate man, so
I just hope, yeah, he's not crazy because
I
I feel
know.
like those artists who are like so into it, like Kanye.
Yeah, I know. And he picked a beautiful girly.
Like
Yeah,
Kanye.
hopefully.
No, we're not wishing this upon them. Wishing all
No, all goodness on Chloe and Burna. I love them together. I want to see more pics.
we love to see it. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap up here. This was a good one. We love chatting about pop culture. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to follow us on all the tings. We'll leave it in our show notes and leave us a review.
Yes, and go ahead and give us a thumbs up on YouTube and all the other things. You know where to find us every week. We won't have a new episode next week, right? Because
Yeah,
of
we're still deciding. I don't know. It's the holidays and, you know, we'll see. It's like, is anything even going to be out at that time? Like,
yeah.
we deserve a break.
Yeah, no, we do deserve a break. And the way Christmas is just in the middle of the week,
That's the hard part. Yeah.
yeah, it's just doesn't really line up. But we're also doing something not to be those influencers that are like, "Oh, we're doing something really secret and exciting next week, but we really are.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yes, I know. I am excited.
so stay tuned because we have a feeling y'all are going to love it.
Yes. Elevating gossip break for the
Hmm.
girlies. Well, we hope you guys have a great Christmas, whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays. And I guess we'll see you in the new year.
Love ya. Bye.
Bye.